Have you ever had a moment that changed your life forever? What happened to me? Sitting in a hospital, waiting to hold my daughter for the very first time once again. See, she was born a healthy baby girl, so we thought. She ended up having a heart condition and we almost lost her. She had open heart surgery at 3 months old. This is a pivotal moment for me in my life because I was already going through some frustrations with work. I was becoming a stronger leader, a visionary. I had these very strong beliefs in what a culture should look like, and things were changing where I was working. Now, look, there's so many different ways that you can do this. And not to say that what they were doing was wrong. It just didn't align with the way I felt. And I had to have some hard conversations, looking in the mirror. I said, look, if this is the way that I feel, I'm gonna have to make some changes, or I'm gonna have to accept that this is the way it is. And I was battling with that. So I'm holding my daughter after her 7-hour surgery and several days of healing. They go, Dad, you can finally hold your baby girl. And I will tell you, the feelings that came over me were stronger than the moment she was born. It was a very emotional moment. And I'm holding her for the very first time once again. And my phone starts to vibrate in my pocket. And it was my work phone. And I go, I gotta set her down. And I went, whoa, wait a minute. I got my priorities all out of whack. And it's nothing on the other company. I'm the one who brought the phone to the room. But I had to, in that moment, realize that this was a decision that I had to make for my family. I looked down at my little girl and I go, look, if I'm gonna sacrifice the way I sacrifice, if I'm gonna give the way I give, if I'm gonna be relentless for something that matters, it's going to be something in honor of you. I'm going to build a legacy. I'm going to build something in your honor, and I'm gonna have an impact with what I do with this. And that was the moment that I decided to move forward with starting something in my vision. And my vision wasn't just, hey, go grow this giant business. It was building people, and it was building the community. It was giving back, So that's why I'm so passionate about the things that we get behind. And I know that I've probably strained some relationships with how relentless I am when it comes to raising money or raising awareness and all that. And you're probably tired of seeing my face, to be honest with you. But you know what? I've had a lot of really great people come into my life because of the way we give. And I've inspired a lot of people to give at a high level. And at this moment right now, with everything that we've done and the impact that we've had, we could stop and say, hey, we've had this big impact on the community. We've had this big impact in the world. But I feel like we have a responsibility now to grow it further. So the larger we grow, the larger our client base grows, the larger our reach grows. That's the important one. The bigger impact we can have, the more great we can do in this world. So I apologize to you guys who I've harassed a bit. And I appreciate and love the people who've really gotten behind this. And I'm gonna tell you, this is me. I'm not backing down. I'm only gonna power up. But I only power up through other people. The bigger our group grows, the more people we inspire to give, the bigger that grows. And I want to see how far we can take this. We've already done some incredible things, but I think we're just starting to scratch the surface. So, please, you guys, don't give up on me. Get behind me. Let's have the biggest impact possible we can in this community. How about this world? It doesn't stop there, but let's start with our community. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate everything that you do to support us. And I cannot thank you enough for getting behind the causes that we push. We've got more coming. We've got so much more coming. Don't give up on me. Please stick behind me. Let's make the biggest impact possible. When you commit to partnering with the pros in any way, you're committing to making a big impact in the world. Thank you.